Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an edition of Drizzle, and we are reviewing my favorite shows that I watch more on Hulu than other shows. So we're going to start off with the Cleveland show. It is by the creator who did Family Guy, American Dad, and Bob's Burgers. Great, funny show, spin-off show. So you get Cleveland Brown, obviously, and his friends from his hometown. It's really funny. Kanye West did a few guest stars in the show, and a bunch of other random people, celebrities. Ric Flair was even in an episode. So we're gonna switch it here. Come on, Hulu, load. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to move on to, honestly, my favorite show that I watch all the time, which is The Family Guy. We are on season 15. I don't necessarily have a favorite episode. I think they're all kind of funny in their own way. Again, great character development, really funny. Lots of entertaining things in the show. Crazy episode plots. And honestly, the video games weren't too bad either. So and now American Dad. Now, unfortunately, Hulu does not have all the seasons of American Dad. Netflix does not have all the seasons of American Dad either. Kind of a bummer if you're a fan of all of the shows. What's up with that? Why don't we have all the seasons? I don't understand it. So kind of weird, but and then we're gonna start another show here. It's a wrestling show, WWE. It's SmackDown Live. Great wrestling show. Yeah, I mean, what more could you say? I mean, it's entertaining. Yeah, it's wrestling. And hang on, Hulu is taking its sweet little time to load. Okay, moving on here. Now, if you guys are a fan of Adult Swim and if you've never watched Robot Chicken, it is really hilarious. Seth Green is one of the producers on the show, and they just make fun of everything. They made fun of Star Wars. They had a thing about making fun of like 80s classic cartoons and things. I mean, the funniest episode I saw was the first Star Wars one, which was really funny. And then we'll move on to The Simpsons. The Simpsons are on season 29, I believe now. We'll actually check. Season 28, so we're going to be on season 29 very soon. I believe in October. So, the show's been on forever. If you've never seen The Simpsons, I don't know. You might be living underneath a rock or out in the boonies. Hang on here. We're going to have to go all the way back here. And it's taking its sweet time loading again. Hang on. Oh, where are you? I know you're in here somewhere. Okay. That is very strange. Okay, so, here we go. Found it. We are on season 20 of South Park, soon to be 21. What more could I say about South Park? I think it's incredibly funny, very innovative. It's one of the only shows that really provided enough storylines and character, honestly, throughout the seasons. We've had guest appearances. We've had special episodes, holiday episodes. We've had Halloween episodes. We've had a movie, Bigger, Larger, Uncut. If you've never seen it, it's really, really funny. Great show. And why is my Monday Night Raw not in here? This makes no sense. I just watched it today. Hang on a minute, guys. Okay. Okay, there we go. So another wrestling show, NXT, great development for the wrestling company. They bring in younger talent, basically train them with some veterans. Quality show, very entertaining, and you get a lot of talent from the independent scene that comes to this company. Very good show. And we're gonna have to scroll down here. Why is it taking its sweet little time loading? Why is Monday Night Raw not in here? I just watched it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to just type in that, I guess. Makes no sense that I just watched it today and it's not even in my favorites. What the heck? There we go. Okay, finally found it. I had to search for it there, guys. Okay, Monday Night Raw, the flag show for the WWE. Great, great, great action, great storylines. I just recently watched, on here, we gotta scroll all the way back here. For some reason it doesn't give it right out in front there. I don't know why. Okay, so August 7th was the last show, and that was honestly one of the better shows. We had a last man standing match, great tag team matches. We're getting closer to SummerSlam, and that's one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. I think it's going to be really good. So, now that we did that, and now I'm going to show you something kind of neat. So if you go in to the categories, you'll have all of these different things here. So let's say you want to pick a documentary. You have a whole folder for documentaries. You have food, you have comedy, you have classics, which is like classic movie, classic TVs, things like that. And then you obviously have like family, health, horror and science fiction, Korean dramas. I didn't even know they had that. Kids TV shows, international, looks like lifestyle, music, news and information, and then you obviously have sports and teen dramas, science fiction, and video games. I didn't know they had video games. Okay. Learn something every day. Action, adventure, anime. So let's go in the networks. So you've got Fox, Cartoon Network, ABC, CBS, NBC, Comedy Central, Adult Swim, Nickelodeon, Hulu Originals, HGTV, which is new, Food Network, which is new, Bravo, which is new, FX, Disney Channel, Disney Junior, MTV, Freeform, CMT, Country Music, TV Land, TNT, Disney XD, FX, Stars, Lifetime, History, Showtime, E Network, Discovery, TLC, News from ABC, Investigative Reports Network, USA, which is new, BBC America, AMC, Travel Channel, which is new, A&E, FX, which is like movies, CNBC, which is news, BET, which is R&B music, and I guess reality shows. SYF, never heard of that before. WGN America, Net Geo, CNN, Animation, VH1 is on here, Animal Planet, ESPN, Fuse, Sci-Fi or Science Fiction Network looks like, TBS, True TV, I can't pronounce that, Wild, Net Geo, which is like Wild Entertainment Channel. Okay, some of this stuff I've never heard of before. More news, My Michiana TV, Discovery, Pop TV, Bloomsbury, probably something, Fox Sports, IFC, more National Geographic, FM9, I don't know what that is. Okay, so you get quite a bit of things to watch, and then we'll go down here, and then these are some of the movie companies. Obviously you have like 20th Century Fox, and then all of these other ones below here as well. Some of these are probably the same, looks like. Yeah, there's not too many different ones here that I see. So let's say you're a Nickelodeon fan. So let's go back here. Hang on here, guys. I'm on an Xbox 360, so the connection is really, really slow compared to Xbox One, so it's going to take a while to get to where I need to go. So hang on. Apologize for the time frame. So there we go, Nickelodeon. We're going to scroll down here to all. So you've got Jimmy Neutron, you've got a bunch of shows I'm not familiar with, Danny Phantom, Invader Zim, Hey Arnold, Drake and Josh, Doug of course, and then you've got Kung Fu Panda, you've got Turtles, you've got Rugrats of course, which I grew up watching. I love Rugrats. Looks like they took a few of the other shows off here that they had, unfortunately. I don't know why they keep doing stuff like that. So let's say Adult Swim. Come on, Adult Swim, load, buddy. There we go. Okay. So, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. If you've never seen it, it is one of the funniest shows ever made for Adult Swim. And obviously you have like some of the other spin-off shows, like some of the original shows. You've got the Boondocks, which is really, really funny. Some of these I haven't watched before. Harvey Birdman and Attorney at Law is really funny if you guys have never seen it. Moral Oral, very, very funny. And then we have some of the other original shows too here. Some of these I've never watched actually. Um, Samurai Jack is kind of entertaining. C-Lab, Squidbillies is freaking hilarious. Venture Brothers, oh my god, that's awesome too. That's really funny too. Super Jail is pretty funny. Gotta be honest, that's all I really watched on Adult Swim. They used to have American Dad and stuff too that they used to play, but not so much anymore. And they don't play Futurama anymore either, which is really odd. I thought that was an entertaining show. So let's go into NBC and see if they have one of my favorite shows still in here. Okay, hang on, guys. So here is the lineup for NBC. I gotta be honest, some of these shows I'm not very familiar with. Some of the older shows I will be. Hopefully they didn't take my show off. I don't see it yet. Incredible Hulk, the original one. Okay, Major Dad. I don't see it yet. I'm hoping that they didn't take it off. Here we go, guys. Okay. Saturday Night Live. Then you've got Saved by the Bell, you guys. All the Saved by the Bell, actually. They even have the wedding episode / movie, which not too many people have ever seen it, but it's actually entertaining. And let's say you're a Cartoon Network fan. Haven't been in here in a long time. I'm not sure what they have anymore. So, hang on. So you've got Adventure Times, The Amazing World of Gumball, Ben 10. You've got Dexter's Laboratory, Foster's Imaginary Friends. You've got all these other ones I have no clue what they are. Powerpuff Girls, I know what that is. Sonic. Uncle Grandpa. We got that. And we got my favorite show that I watch all the time on here. Regular Show. Yay. Love that show. Unfortunately, no Johnny Bravo. What's up with that, Cartoon Network? Why is that not on here? Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? So we're going to go into Fox now. So right away, you've got Bob's Burgers, you've got Family Guy, you've got Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Hang on here. Actually, let's do this. Let's scroll down here. So you've got the new 24, you've got that show hosted by John Cena, which I've only watched a few times. Bob's Burgers. Some of these shows I've never seen. Obviously, Cleveland Show I just talked about. Family Guy. Wow, they don't have American Dad. I haven't seen it in here yet. Actually, I just did that earlier. That's weird. Okay. Huh. Okay. Odd. You've changed this around a lot, guys. So let's go into Comedy Central. So Brickleberry essentially is another show that's very similar to like the Cleveland Show and some of the other animated shows. It's got its funny moments. Obviously, I just talked about South Park. Hang on a minute. Wow, no Drawn Together anymore. They must have taken it off. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I can't watch that anymore. And for you Disney Channel people, we'll do the last one here. I gotta be honest, some of these shows I've never watched. Ant Farm, I have watched one or two episodes. It's not too bad. Austin and Ally, it's pretty good. Dog with Blog, never watched it. Good Luck Charlie, I've watched almost every single episode. It's really, really funny. But we don't have any Wizards of Waverly Place, which is weird. Why not? That was a great show. Don't click on MTV, by the way, in here. It is not good. They don't have any good shows on there. No, thank you for me. Hang on. Okay, let's say stars. Okay, I know none of these shows. I've never watched any of these shows. Wow, they don't have. Well, Homeland, I know that one. The rest of the ones, not really. Let's go to stars and see what's in there. Camelot is not a bad show. I've actually seen a few episodes of it. It's not that bad. The other shows, I have to be honest, I've never watched a single episode of. So we're going to go backwards. And we're going to go into... back. Okay. So here are some of the movies that are in here. So you've got the Turtles movies from the 90s. And you've got some stuff I'm not too interested in. Oh, Battlestar Galactica. Huh. Street Fighter, The Beatles, The Other Woman, The Resident, The Other Man, Inside Out, The Chaperone, which is pretty funny. I never heard of that movie. No Holds Barred, which is pretty good. Some of this stuff I don't know what it is. Okay. But as you can tell, there's categories in here. So you get, like, let's say, popular movies. You've got, like, Spider-Man, Men in Black, the second Spider-Man. And then you've got some of the newer movies, too, in here. Talladega Nights is pretty good. Some of these I've never heard of before. One of the newer Turtle movies. Indiana Jones. O.J. Made in America, which is actually pretty good. Barbershop. Underworld. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is really, really funny. One of the new Star Trek movies, Saw, Tarzan, Airman, Genars. So you do have quite a bit of variety of movies, actually. And then obviously here's the section with the action movies, so you got a lot of Tom Cruise and stuff in here too. Indiana Jones, almost all the Indiana Jones movies. It's like a lot of Harrison Ford movies, Zorro, Braveheart, Karate Kid, 1, 2, and 3, 48 Hours, Triple X, the Terminator movie, Last Action Hero, So you do have quite a variety of Walking Tall is a really good movie. Roadhouse obviously is a great movie, and Flex is pretty good. Um, Boy, they've added a lot of good movies actually here. So let's say 80s movies. Let's say Bill and Ted, Coming to America, 48 Hours, Roadhouse, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Top Gun. What is this? Once Bitten, you guys. That is a Jim Carrey movie. It's a vampire movie. It is really, really funny if you've never seen it before. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. The Big Chill. Bad Boys. Oh, wow. Huh. They must have just added this. Teen Wolf, you guys, is with Michael J. Fox, Mr. Back to the Future himself. Teen Wolf 2. Here we go. Flashdance. There we go. Heck yeah. Some of these other ones I've never heard of before, though. Hang on here, guys. Clue is not too bad. I've seen that before. So they have added Scrooge isn't bad. Bamba isn't bad. They've got some of the Muppet movies, looks like. Dream a Little Dream is not a bad movie, actually. I've seen it. Looks like St. Elmo's Fire. Looks like they've added some interesting movies, it looks like, in here. Oh my god. The Toy. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Oh my god, this movie is hilarious, you guys. It's got Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. One of the funniest movies ever made, as far as I'm concerned. Starman is pretty good. Silverado isn't bad. So yeah, you have quite a variety of movies in here, and obviously scary stuff. So you've got all your scary movies here. Some Stephen King movies. Vampires, which is a John Carpenter movie. J. Wilkins 79 just reviewed this movie. I've not watched it recently, but I saw it years ago. I thought it was pretty decent. The Blob, Rosemary's Baby. So yeah, you have some interesting horror movies in here. But I don't see Lost Boys, which is odd. Why wouldn't you have Lost Boys? Nobody seems to have that movie for some reason. Which is kind of good. Eight-Legged Freaks was very funny. I enjoyed it. So it looks like they've added some pretty interesting horror movies. The only problem is I don't see... Here's a really good one. Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis. That's a really good one, guys. And then also the Hellraiser movies. Cloverfield, which I've never watched. People say it's good, but... Fear. Monkey Shine? What the heck is that? Children of the Corn. Some of these I've never heard of before, guys. Okay, so then obviously you have like, you know, your random movies that I don't think I've ever seen any of these movies. Hang on. International movies. Most of these I've never seen either. If you've never seen the movie about the Beatles, I recommend it. It's actually very good. Okay, here's an awesome documentary, and I definitely recommend watching it if you're a Nirvana fan. The Kurt and Courtney documentary It's very cool. It goes into detail a little bit about their lives together, and what kind of happened during that period of time with the music scene, the people who they knew, and things that happened to them. It is kind of long, but it's definitely worth watching. I'm going to go down here actually, see if there's any other things catches my eye. Not really. Okay. Oh, and here's the Rolling Stones one too. That one's kind of neat too. They did have one on David Bowie in here, but I haven't seen it yet. In fact, I think they might have taken it off. Looks like it. I don't see it. Okay, that's weird. I would think you would have that, but so. And then here's like their version of like, I guess, cult classics or something, or cult movies. I don't know any of these movies. I don't recognize any of these. Those are not my type of movies, I guess. You have, hang on here. Then you have something called Popular Vampire Movies, which obviously has like a bunch of vampire movies in it. And then you got like action and stuff in here. A lot of the same movies, honestly. Pretty much same movies here. All right, guys. Well, that is part of the tour of Hulu. So we will start another video another time later on where we will be discussing my top favorite shows on Hulu. So have a wonderful night. Bye.